Hello, and thank you very much for your question. So, starting with the almost extinct, or certainly in trouble, we've got capercaillie, juniper, aspen, freshwater pearl mussels, wildcats, alpine blue sow thistle, pond mud snails. The list could go on. Because the rate of extinction that we're seeing, or the rate that species are becoming in trouble, is greater than the natural rate we'd be expecting at this time. Thankfully, quite a few of those species that I've mentioned are part of conservation efforts by organisations across Scotland, and so hopefully the support they need is being received. Bringing back species that have gone extinct or have been extinct is more of a challenge. So, thinking of two that I think we could feasibly support, that would be beavers and lynx. Now, beavers, we've led on the return of beavers to Scotland, but of course, they still need our support in establishing themselves here in Scotland and also in managing them as part of our landscape.
I conferred with Dr. Andrew Kitchener at the National Museum of Scotland to answer this question, and we can think of two potential reasons why the tail might be so thick. Firstly, it could be for social signalling, so two cats or a pet cat and its owner, for example, when the cat greets its owner or the cat greets another cat, it raises its tail up in the air as a form of signalling. But actually, wildcats aren't very social, so there's probably not enough of a driver in itself for such a thick tail. So the other reason, which we think is the main one, is for thermoregulation. So a tail is long and thin and therefore has got a high volume to surface ratio, so it loses a lot of heat. So having a thick tail, like the wildcat, might help retain heat. And certainly the three other cat species that we can think of that have got thick blunt tails are the snow leopard, the Pallas cat, and the Amur leopard, and these are all again cold climate species. So it seems like a reasonable suggestion that that's the main driver for the tail shape in the wildcat.
Thanks to the Fife local group for a great question. The Trust was founded in April 1964 to advance the conservation of Scotland's biodiversity for the benefit of present and future generations. It was all thanks to a group of 7 wildlife enthusiasts. They were led by a distinguished lawyer and ornithologist from Edinburgh called Sir Charles Connell. That group of early pioneers brought a pretty varied range of skills. As well as another ornithologist from Edinburgh, there was a medical practitioner from Golspie, a chartered accountant from Biggar, a trust company manager from Edinburgh, a museum curator from Glasgow, and a farmer from Thornhill. In the Trust's very first newsletter in April 1965, Sir Charles wrote, "We believe that the Trust has a distinctive part to play in preserving Scottish wildlife in any of its varied forms, wherever and whenever it seems to be in danger." By then, the Trust had 400 members, and the original Articles of Association only allowed for 1,000. Today, we have over 40,000 and is still growing.